It's week 2 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Dolphins and the Browns, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the build-up is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off-season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just 1 of 17. That's not the case. It is different, Mike. You have all training camp, all summer, all spring to prepare for one opponent. Well, now that game is over and done with, and you get back to work on Monday, and you're going to play again in 6 days. The team that is able to turn the page to the next game week after week, those are the teams that handle the grind, the marathon, as you called it, of the NFL season, and here we are in week 2.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Watson going to throw right away. Off he goes. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Off play action, here's Watson. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up. Pressure got to him that time. And it'll set up. He'll look to throw. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll look to throw. That one, taken in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Miami. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
On first down, Watson. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Watson. Quick throw here is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. Now Watson. This pass caught by Jeudy. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Now first down throw for Watson. That's caught. It's high. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. Watson to throw. He finds Jeudy on that one. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Watson. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here's third down and a few inches. Again, it's Watson. To the goal line and in. Jamari Thrash. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And it's a big play. He's finally taken down. What a way to end the first. They can't wait to start the next quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Dolphins. His second touchdown of this first half. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are on top. It's 14-10. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Chubb. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. Now, it's Watson. This throw left is complete with Judy. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Watson going to give it to Chubb. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. Watson. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. Back to throw is Watson. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Watson to throw again. Quick throw, taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. To the air again. Watson. On the quick slant. That's Judy. And he will. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Browns. The extra point is good. And the Browns move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Justin Jefferson headed back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the 1st half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Now, faking the give. He's going to try it here again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On first down, it's Watson. A throw caught by Judy on the outside. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On first down, Watson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Watson now on second down. He pulls it in around the 5. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Watson's going to throw here on 3rd and 1. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Cedric Tillman. Touchdown, Cleveland. The extra point. Up and good. And the Browns go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Just 8 seconds now until halftime. And the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Again, working deep downfield. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. It's second down. Back to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Bryce Young with a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Drake May, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Ravens trying to hold on and claim victory. We just watched a strong first half from quarterback Deshaun Watson. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Browns offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Watson now on first down. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. To throw on second down is Watson. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to take over just shy of midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part, I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. Here's Achan. Good blocking, and he's in. Devon Achan. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins cut the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Browns offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
On play action, it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Watson. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. To the end zone, it's intercepted. It's the safety, Rudy Ford.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And that is incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's going to try it here again. That's caught. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. He slams it in there, and he is in. Devon Achan. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Sanders here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins have taken a 4-point advantage.
Browns 24.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Watson. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Njoku. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. We forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. He'll take this in back at the 16. And a very solid return as they're able to bring him down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. They'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. Got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
And this defense going to get to him at the 3-yard line, bringing up 4th down. They'll try it now with Achane. And he's got another one. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Watson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To the air again. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Watson to throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
When you put plays like A message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score. So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. You let this go deep for Jefferson.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. He's going to look downfield once again. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down. On first down, Watson. That's caught. It's high. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's Watson now on second down. Open man, and that's Tillman. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Shove. Not much happening there, just a short game. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They snap it to Watson. This one caught at the 4. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Throwing again is Watson. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts to stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Now faking the give. Again, working deep downfield. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts and stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
And in this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will go up by 7. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Watson now on first down. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. They've got to burn the timeout. They do. That is a costly sack. And now maybe they only have time for one play. And they'll quickly signal for timeout. It's not looking good, but at least they're going to have one final play. Maybe a miracle can get them down to the end zone. Here we go. One final play. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.